So you, sorry, your friend shot your chronograph and now it doesn't work. This video is just going to be about the replacement of the screen. If your light sensors are busted, then sorry, you're out of luck as far as I know. But you can see here, my shot hit just the very corner, cracked everything, and my LCD is screwed up. So I went online and I found a replacement screen, and I'll link that below. That hopefully works. One of the differences I already noticed is that this has 4 pins, where this has 5. So we're just going to solder those in order and ignore the bottom one and hope it works. So take it apart. If your screen didn't fall off, it's just held in place friction fit along this groove here. So you can probably just pop it out, and then when you're done, kind of slide it back in. It's going to take some force. I've already tried. It's really tight. So this screen is held on with 4 screws, 1 on each corner. And here we have our original screen. It is a Sunman SMS0408HL. If we look at the connection in the back with the 4 pins, you can see there's a number 1 on the top and a number 4 on the bottom. And I noticed here there's also a number 1 and a number 5. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, ignore the 5th. So taking a note of the order, 1 is red, so we've got red, green, black, orange. I'm just going to cut these off. Or I can unsolder them. I'll cut them off. So now we're going to need to strip and tin those wires, and if you already know how to solder, I'm sorry for making this so long, but we're just going to strip these. Oh, and when I was originally looking at it, I saw that there's a little piece of rubber that was right over the pins, probably as a pot to help keep them in place. So here we have the differences. This is the new one. This is the old one. I don't think these numbers matter. I think hopefully it just matters it's SMS0408. So now I'm going to tin these. And I'm also going to tin the pads on the board, just so that they accept the solder easier. Actually, I'm going to do the back. Sorry. I'm not going to punch them through like the original was. I'm just going to solder it straight onto the back. And I'm going to ignore that bottom 5th pin, top for you, this 5th pin, because I don't plan on using it. Alright. So now that's soldered, I want to make sure this is going to fit well, or which direction I want the wires to come from. I want the wires to come from this way in. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I decided I'm going to take it apart and unpin it from here, but that means you got to pull this out. So take out these 2 giant screws. There we go. So starting with number 1, that's the VDD pad, doing red. Then we're going green, black, and orange down on the C. I can't read the rest of that because it's stripped off. Okay, let's see if this works now. Nothing's touching. Not a great solder job, but I'm going to pot it with glue. So let's just plug this in and see what happens. And alright, looks good to me. It's going to throw a bunch of errors because of the lights I have on in here, but we know that's working, so now I'm going to turn it off again. Feed this under here. Plug it in. And I'm going to double check what way it goes. Okay, so that is up. So it's good, it's working. Time to do the potting. Alright, that's all pressed in there. Those are secure. And we'll get it put back together. You don't have to watch this. You already know what works and what doesn't, but just for completion's sake, I'm going to do it on camera as best as I can. Alright. While I have this apart, alright, we are so back.